Space is a huge issue in our theater department. Our very own vice president talks about how difficult it is to share with another department within the school.
Would you elaborate on the space that we have in the auditorium?
So, both the orchestra and the theater department have to share a space in the auditorium. So, there isn't much storing for either the auditorium, theater department, or orchestra. So, just down in the pit, we have all of the orchestra stands and chairs in the way, which we would have to move during a show, and likewise we have to move our set pieces during a play or a performance for the orchestra students. So having extra money to find space for either the chairs or for our sets would assist us.
Not only is it hard for shows and performances, the backstage is extremely cramped. Cassidy explained how we have to put orchestra stands and chairs backstage during a play. This is extremely annoying because it limits our space backstage for actors and props. Drama Club's Secretary of Treasurer shows how tight of a space it really
this is
is.
the wing entrance to our stage where actors do their job. And here is how much room we currently have. Music stands are here because the auditorium doubles as a concert area, and the stands can't be stored anywhere else. So a really big spatial issue that we have to deal with our department and other departments alike. And as you walk, you can see this is the walking space we have for 20 people in the cast at minimum. You got all of these stands, prop pieces from other schools that we store for them. And then this is our backstage area. You can't see anything. And I'll open the door just to show how narrow it is. That's the room we have to walk backstage. Storage is a really big problem. As you can see, there's a million chairs in the corner here.
Not only is it cramped backstage, but we only have one dressing room. Drama Club's president explains how difficult it is to only
Can you
have
elaborate
one
on the
dressing room.
situation?
Oh gosh. So the dressing rooms that we have here, well, rooms, I use that term loosely because we technically only have one. Since we do share the auditorium with the orchestra class, because the orchestra class does not have their own space, the dressing room that used to be the men's dressing room is now the office for the orchestra teacher. And so we do have to use the bathrooms when the men have to use the dressing room to get dressed. The girls have to go to the bathrooms to get dressed, and vice versa. It's very difficult because we also, in the dressing room is the only place where we can do makeup. And so that's very stressful as well because people are trying to get dressed and trying to put on their own makeup, and it ends up with just chaos, and it's hot and messy and awful, and we need more space.
With additional money from a grant, we as a department would be able to add an additional room to the auditorium and create the space. And I can personally say that it is very awkward to walk in on female co-actors changing in the room. With having a limited space for changing props and actors, we also have outdated equipment.
Hi, I'm Justin Moe, and that's not mechanical.
We have all of these problems, but it hasn't stopped our department from getting involved. We, as a drama club and a theater department, have done amazing things. We have done many community activities, from face painting for free to volunteering at our local library. We also have a great relationship with the other high school in Helena. Alicia explains how we come together.
Capital High and Helena High, usually when there's a crosstown relationship, it's not a good one. It's flawed, it's lacking, there's a huge competition, and we can see with sports that the school has, wrestling, football, soccer, there is that intense competitive nature. However, in the theater, for instance, we have a crosstown musical each fall, and there's an intense camaraderie that you cannot find anywhere else with any other club in the school and their counterpart over at Helena High. Like I said earlier, it's about home, it's about an escape, and with Helena High, we count them as part of our theater family.
Theater is a way for students to get together as a family and a community. We look out for each other and care for one another. Theater has a special place in all of our hearts.
Theater means family to me because in our theater department, you just establish relationships and you become just one unit trying to make art to entertain everybody in the Helena community. And it's just great to work with everybody. Everybody's so kind and generous, and it's just great to have them around.
What does theater mean to you?
Oh, man. Theater is something that I hope to devote the rest of my life to. It's an escape, and we know from high school that escapes are very important. We need our own little place to chill out and be able to recuperate from the hard day. So for me, theater is that escape. Theater is a home.
With this money, we can get more space, new equipment, and expand our department. Thank you for your consideration.